Is I, your fellow metalhead here, and music enthusiast Andrew Gabriel here, and before I get started, I want to apologize for the poor video quality here. I'm recording on my laptop, and I feel like if I were to record on my laptop, it would be much more easier for me to get around things, look up stuff, and, read off my script as I watch this. I actually didn't write a script for this video, but I'm going to in the future for other videos, so today's topic, let me just get this shit here. So Sepultura, Scourge from Mexico, of course, Impiety, Deceased, Nocturnal Mortem, Eternus, and of course, Dimmu. What do all these bands have in common other than their extreme metal first and foremost? Well, for one, I would say that they have they're different styles of extreme metal, but within the not exactly true metal realm, because I hate using that term, but within the more traditional metal realm. You might say that Dimmu Borgir are posers, but they're very straightforward metal, especially when you get to their older stuff. And second of all, they all have very dark lyrical themes. So, my point being is that does there need to be an exact. Not only that there's dark themes, but they're vastly different themes. But, my point being is this. Do you need to have dark lyrical themes for your death metal band? Well, it would be more fitting, but if you're like, if you were to write lyrics about some shit like, I don't know, Pokemon or Hello Kitty, would that make your death metal band more appealing? Probably not, but at the same time, it doesn't make me not want to listen to your band. It just makes me kind of question things at most. But I will say this: Deceased is one of the most unique bands in terms of lyrical themes. Not only just that, they're unique in general because no one really sounds like them, other than the fact that they have the same metal attitude and all that. I might give King Fally shit for some of his opinions that I don't agree with, but he's obviously a great, talented, and unique. He's a very imaginative mind, and that's what makes Deceased so great. Let me take a sip of water. But other than that, is there any kind of death metal band that you've heard, and it wasn't necessarily that their, I guess, lyrics were so heavy they put you off? I mean, I guess Impetigo could have some of that shit. I mean, but I guess the point is that they're more silly, especially on their first album. But they're definitely dead serious when they're like talking about shit like gore or whatever. However, I will say this: is there a specific death metal band that you've heard that kind of put you off in a certain way when you first heard their music? And I have an answer for that. And the reason why I want to make this video is because I was showing my friend, or my new friend I've been talking to recently, this one band. You should know them, Broken Hope. And I was like, maybe Battles of Repugnance or even like Swamp Thing Gore. That would be a bit much for him, I guess, in terms of the production and all that. But I guess what's that one fucking album called with a mouth on it? That's like photoshopped in with like the whole concrete wall and all that. I guess it's called something like. Actually, I don't know off the top of my head, which is funny because I actually listened to that album recently. So and I don't own the fucking thing. So basically, the third Broken Hope album, and I sent them the opening track from it because I feel like that's the most immediate one and most easy to grasp as well. Uh, and someone pointed out the lyrics were let's just say I guess political in a way because well, so like let me just put this out of the way. Uh, well, put it in like I guess a more straightforward context and more I guess not exactly like TMI kind of way, but like telling you what it is for what it is. The lyrics to that song were basically pro-life, and it isn't that I just disagree with the lyrical themes or whatever. I'm just like, why would you put that in like a death metal band, like pro-life death metal? What do you mean? That's kind of fucking silly, especially for 1995 when death metal was on MTV and all the Christians and all the, school preachers or whatnot were going after it. Like, what the fuck are you trying to do? You're basically writing a song about, you know, the exact same things those people who are against you preach. What the hell, man? And no, I'm not trying to get them canceled or anything. I probably think Jeremy Wagner would be probably a nice guy to talk to. And Sean Glass, from the very little I've interacted with him and the very little I've seen of like his videos and interviews and all that, he seemed like a very swell guy. So I'm not saying that they're bad people or anything. I mean, people can write things that I disagree with in their music, and I can still kind of get along with them. You know, maybe if it's not like shit like I don't know Nazism or whatever, but I mean it's whatever in my opinion. So, uh, sorry if this one's a little short, but that's kind of all I had for the day. Uh, be sure to let me know if there's any other death metal bands that you wanna I mean, death metal bands rather that had lyrical themes that kind of like put you off in a way. And I guess not like in the whole, like they're sketchy sort of thing. I just more or less like, I guess, the fact that, again, they're writing about happy things and all that. But happy things, again, it doesn't really mean that, they could be bad or anything. It's just like, it's kind of confusing for me. I mean, I like Pokemon. I have one shelf, not one shelf, like, but this one record player. I put my Pokemon plushies on that record player thing and like put them on for display or whatnot, and then there's all my miscellaneous plushies or whatever. But anyways, I guess the other band, I guess the one more thing I should mention is that there's a band called Summertime Daisies and Splattered Mermaids. I guess Splattered Mermaids is a bit more appropriate, but like I guess using the word mermaids is a bit silly because what do you mostly associate mermaids with? The Little Mermaid, and what's the Little Mermaid associated with? Disney. So it's kind of a bit, I mean, I guess off-putting in a way. I mean, some of Skinnless's lyrics could be off-putting in a way. I guess they're still kind of dark, but they're also like not very serious in like the tone that they're doing. So kind of just, I mean, I don't expect the most fucked up people to be into this genre, but I expect like, I guess outsiders to be scared a little bit, which is kind of asking a bit much because death metal is more popular than ever, but there are still people who get up in arms about, Archgoat or Immolation or Slayer. Slayer, most posted on my destruction poster. But about those bands, and it's just like, I mean, Bob Larson, like when Slayer did their final tour, he made a video about them, shitting on them or whatever. But yeah, it just it's kind of whatever to me. I mean, music comes first most of all, and I guess I should make a video on like the dress code thing a little bit because I do have some thoughts on that. However, let me know what you think of this video. If I should keep this computer camera, the shitty one, or if I should just use my fucking phone like I should almost said something I shouldn't have said, but like a fucking dumbass or whatever. I guess it's okay to say retard. But anyways, this is Andrew Gabriel signing off. Stay metal, stay true.